south to Selma, where I need to be, to sing for my brother still fighting to be free. You may feel I went running and all's gone astray, but though I may go, I will never go away. Miles may divide us, but deep down inside us, we'll still be together, always together, never a moment apart. Two hearts beating as one love never undone. Two together in stone, never ever will you be alone.
I just finished viewing the movie Soul Doctor, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can relate to it because, like I say, I grew up in Selma, Alabama, in discrimination. Most of the Jewish stores would allow us to come in there without discrimination. All the Jewish people that came, they participated in it, gave us little yarmulkes to wear, and that became a part of our symbol in the movement, putting little yarmulkes on it. I think the young people in school should see it, and I think it's older blacks should see it. You know, anybody that got hate in their heart should look at this, and it'll bring love and warmth into it, because all of us are equal in the eyes of God. It don't matter what denomination you are, what nationality you are, whatever. We all brothers and sisters.
Hi, my name is Rowena West, and I'm from Selma, and I just saw the wonderful film Soul Doctor that I recommend to everyone to see. It told the story of just how African Americans and the Jewish people have had a close relationship, especially during the turbulent civil rights time and era, and just a message of hope, of peace, of love, of what we need in our world today. I come to you, my grandfather, his name was MC Cleveland Sr. Martin Luther King was his secretary when King came from Boston Theological Seminary to Montgomery. And my grandfather preached his charge to the ministry at Dexter Baptist Church with King's dad officiating. Well, he also was arrested with King. And my father here pastored First Baptist Church, sent a plea to Martin Luther King to come to Selma, and he came. And he came to First Baptist Church and spoke. So that's just a little bit of who I am and my family, but this is a wonderful production, and if you haven't seen it, you need to. Soul Doctor is it, and it will heal your soul.
And was able to reach out to a people that did not come from those traditions or did not understand those traditions, and yet was able to bring about heartfelt change for the good in their lives.
It was a movie about God's love for all people. God just looks down and says, why don't you all just be nice to each other? And that's what I got out of this movie.
I'm Nancy Reed, and I wasn't sure what I was going to get to see, but I was just delighted. The music and the story were wonderful.
To me, it was a spiritual connection, and to help you understand the plight of African American people versus the plight of the Jewish community as well. It was a lot of information came out that I was not aware of, but it helps you to understand a lot of the things and events that have taken place in the world. And so I think it was a wonderful thing.
I really love the connection between Nina Simone and the rabbi, and the relationship that they had, where she was introducing him to gospel. You know, so it was new for him. And I think that's just great for example of how we should always be open to learn more, to learn things when people bring something to us that we can learn more from other cultures. This movie brought light to that, where again, with the connection of Nina Simone and how her gift and her talent that God gave her was able to reach this man that knew nothing about her culture. And then in return, she learned about his culture. And I think that was a great connection. We need that today.
Yeah, absolutely. And in a world in which we live in now, where there's a lot of hatred and anger, and we're so divided, there's a lot of division in our country at this moment. So this is a perfect timing for this movie. And we could take this movie and use it as a model any other differences that we may have. It's a model to connect, and for each group to get to know the other group and just give each other a chance to kind of talk and hey, I'm not that much different than you.
Yeah.
So I think it was a fantastic picture.
And I'm just glad that we were able to open the doors of the Walton Theater, Selma, the historical Walton Theater, Selma, Alabama, for them to bring this movie and to be able to host it right here, Jubilee weekend, the 55th commemoration of Bloody Sunday, of all things, Bloody Sunday.
Okay, yeah, I'm Larry Brook. I published Southern Jewish Life out of Birmingham. Yeah, the movie was very interesting. I mean, I knew of Shlomo Carlebach, but I didn't really know much of his backstory, and certainly not this relationship, especially at the end with all the historical information of Dr. King and Rabbi Heschel going over the bridge just a few blocks from here. And that was fascinating.
You really got a sense of a really loving, caring person who really wanted nothing more than to bring joy and happiness to people. When I was about 16, the House and Love of Prayer was not far from my home, and we used to walk there on Friday night and dance and sing and hug. I thought the movie was joyous and actually made me want to sing. Reminded me of those songs and made me want to sing them again.